Ladies and gentlemen, today is the day we break free from limitations. Today we tap into something powerful, something that has been inside you all along. Your words create your reality, and the two most powerful words you will ever speak are, I am. Say it with me, I am. These are not just words, they are commands, they are declarations that shape your destiny. When you say, I am confident, you don't just describe yourself, you become it. When you say, I am successful, you set a force in motion that attracts success into your life. For one day, just one day, I challenge you to control the words you speak to yourself. Instead of, I can't, say, I am unstoppable. Instead of, I am not enough, say, I am more than enough. Instead of, I am lonely, say, I am loved. And here's what will happen. By the end of the day, you won't just feel different, you will be different. Because the way you speak to yourself determines how you act, and how you act determines your results. So are you ready? Are you ready to step into the power of I am? Then say it with me. I am strong. I am confident. I am worthy of success and love. And starting today, I challenge you. Own these words, live these words, and watch how your world transforms before your eyes. Let's go. Your words shape your reality in ways far more profound than most people realize. Every word you speak carries energy, and that energy influences not just your thoughts, but also your emotions, actions, and ultimately, your destiny. The way you talk to yourself is like a command to your subconscious mind, telling it what to believe and how to behave. If you constantly say, I am not good enough, or I always fail, your mind will take that as truth, reinforcing that belief and causing you to act in ways that confirm it. On the other hand, if you start saying, I am capable, I am powerful, and I am deserving of success, you rewire your mind to function at a higher level, aligning your thoughts and actions with those powerful statements. Think about it. Every time you say something about yourself, you are setting an expectation. If you repeatedly tell yourself, I am bad at relationships, you will unknowingly behave in ways that sabotage your relationships. You might push people away, doubt their intentions, or settle for less than you deserve. The same applies to success. If you say, I am unlucky in business, your mind will find ways to prove that statement true. Whether by procrastination, poor decision-making, or fear of taking action, words are not just descriptions, they are instructions. Scientific research supports this idea. Studies on neuroplasticity show that our brains can literally rewire themselves based on repeated thoughts and affirmations. When you say, I am confident, you activate certain neural pathways that strengthen confidence behaviors. Over time, these thoughts become second nature, influencing how you stand, speak, and make decisions. This is why successful people are so mindful of their self-talk. They don't just hope for success, they declare it. And in doing so, they program their minds to take the necessary actions to achieve it. Now, here's where it gets even more powerful. The energy of your words doesn't just affect your mind, it affects the people around you. Have you ever noticed how someone who constantly complains about life seems to attract more negativity, and someone who carries themselves with confidence and says, I am unstoppable, tends to inspire and uplift others? That's because words create a ripple effect. When you speak powerfully, not only do you elevate yourself, but you also influence your surroundings, drawing better opportunities and relationships into your life. So if you want to change your reality, change the words you use. Speak as if the life you desire is already yours. Tell yourself, I am successful, I am loved, I am worthy, and watch as your actions, relationships, and circumstances begin to align with that truth. The phrase I am is not just a collection of words. It is a declaration that shapes your identity, your beliefs, and your future. Every time you say I am, you are making a powerful statement about who you are and what you are capable of. The human mind operates on identity, meaning that whatever you repeatedly associate with yourself, your subconscious mind works tirelessly to turn into reality. If you say I am weak, your brain will find ways to confirm that belief, making you hesitate, doubt yourself, and avoid challenges. But when you declare I am strong, your body, your thoughts, and your actions will align with that strength. Throughout history, the greatest achievers have understood this concept. They did not wait for success before declaring themselves successful. They declared it first, and then their actions followed. This is because the brain is wired to seek consistency between what we say and what we do. When you say, I am a leader, your brain begins searching for evidence to support that claim. You start making decisions with confidence, carrying yourself with authority, and inspiring others naturally. On the other hand, if you say, I am not good enough, your mind will subconsciously sabotage your efforts, ensuring that your actions align with that negative belief. The power of I am goes beyond motivation. It is deeply rooted in psychology and science. Studies on self-affirmation theory reveal that people who consistently use positive affirmations experience reduced stress, improved performance, and greater resilience. Why? Because your brain believes what you tell it. When you affirm something repeatedly, your mind reinforces those neural pathways, making the belief stronger over time. This is how confidence is built, not by external validation, but by internal repetition of empowering self-talk. Think about how this applies to relationships, success, and self-love. If someone constantly says, I am unlovable, they will unconsciously push people away, doubt the intentions of those who care for them, and settle for relationships that do not serve them. But the moment they start declaring, I am deserving of love, their energy shifts, they attract better connections, set higher standards, and develop a deeper sense of self-worth. The same principle applies to success. Those who say, I am a winner, I am unstoppable, and I am capable, create a mindset that leads to bold action, smart decisions, and a refusal to give up. Your words define you. I am is not just a description, it is a command to your subconscious, a blueprint for your future, and a force that shapes your reality. Whatever follows those two words becomes your truth, so choose wisely and declare greatness into existence. For one day, I challenge you to take complete control of the words you speak to yourself. Just one day. No negativity, no self-doubt, no criticism, only empowering, uplifting, and positive affirmations. Most people go through life completely unaware of how destructive their inner dialogue is. They wake up and say, I am tired, I am stressed, or I am not good enough. These words become habits, and these habits shape their identity. But what if, for just one day, you changed the script? What if you decided to consciously replace every self-limiting thought with words of strength, confidence, and success? The results would shock you. The mind is incredibly powerful, but it is also programmable. It believes whatever you tell it repeatedly. If from the moment you wake up, you tell yourself, I am energetic, you will start to feel more alive. If you say, I am confident, your posture will change, your voice will sound stronger, and your actions will reflect that belief. This is not magic, it is how the brain works. Neuroscientists have proven that our thoughts create neural pathways, and the more we repeat a thought, the stronger that pathway becomes. When you consistently tell yourself, I am successful, you condition your mind to recognize opportunities, take decisive action, and persist through obstacles. Imagine how this can transform your relationships. Many people walk around believing, I am not lovable, or I am not worthy of respect. Because of this, they tolerate toxic relationships, settle for less than they deserve, or push away the very love they crave. But what happens if, for just one day, they say, I am worthy of love, I am valued, I am enough? Their energy shifts, they stand taller, they set boundaries, and they attract better connection. The same principle applies to career and financial success. If you constantly tell yourself, I am broke, you reinforce a scarcity mindset, making you hesitant to take risks or invest in growth. But if you declare, I am financially abundant, your focus changes. You begin to see opportunities where you once saw limitations. The challenge is simple. For one full day, become intensely aware of your self-talk. Every time a negative thought creeps in, replace it with an empowering I am statement. Feel the shift in your energy, your confidence, and your actions. It might seem small, but this one-day practice could be the beginning of a profound transformation in your life. Your beliefs determine your actions, and your actions determine your results. Everything you do, every decision, every risk you take, every opportunity you embrace or avoid is rooted in what you believe about yourself. If you believe I am not good enough, your actions will reflect hesitation, self-doubt, and playing small. If you believe I am confident and capable, your actions will reflect boldness, decisiveness, and resilience. The difference between someone who succeeds and someone who struggles is not just intelligence, luck, or external circumstances. It is the belief system that drives their actions. When you say I am strong instead of I am weak, you change how you respond to challenges. A person who believes they are weak gives up when faced with obstacles. A person who believes they are strong finds a way through, no matter how difficult the situation. The moment you change your identity through your words, you change your behavior. This is why top performers in every field, from business to sports to personal development, are obsessed with their inner dialogue. They know that before they can achieve anything in the external world, they must first condition their mind for success. Think about a time when you doubted yourself. Maybe you hesitated to take a risk, avoided speaking up, or let an opportunity pass because you didn't believe you were ready. Now, imagine if in that moment you had told yourself, I am prepared, I am ready, I am capable. How would that have changed your actions? Would you have stepped forward with confidence instead of shrinking back? Would you have embraced the challenge instead of avoiding it? Words have the power to shift your state instantly, and your state determines how you show up in the world. This also applies to self-love and relationships. If you constantly tell yourself, I am unworthy or I am not enough, you will tolerate poor treatment, settle for less, or push people away out of fear of rejection. But when you start saying, I am deserving of love, I am valuable, I am whole, your actions change. You set higher standards, attract better relationships, and carry yourself with a confidence that others respect. The way you treat yourself sets the standard for how the world treats you. Your actions will always align with your deepest beliefs. If you want to change your life, don't just force new actions, change the belief that drives them. And that starts with the words you speak to yourself every single day. Transformation happens through repetition. The words you speak to yourself today will shape the person you become tomorrow. Most people underestimate the power of daily repetition, thinking that just saying something once or twice will create an immediate shift. But the reality is your mind needs constant reinforcement to accept a new belief. If you have spent years telling yourself, I am not good enough, that thought has built strong neural pathways in your brain. It has become your default setting. To replace it with, I am confident or I am unstoppable, you must repeat those new words over and over until they become your new truth. Your brain works like a muscle. Just like you cannot build strength by lifting weights once, you cannot rewire your thinking by saying an affirmation once. The more you say it, the stronger it gets. Neuroscientists have proven that repeated thoughts and affirmations reshape the brain's neural connections. Every time you say, I am successful, you strengthen the pathway in your brain that aligns with success. Every time you say, I am worthy of love, you reinforce the belief that attracts healthy relationships. Over time, what once felt unnatural becomes automatic, and you start to act, think, and feel according to your new identity. Think about how habits are formed. When you first start something new, whether it's learning a skill, going to the gym, or waking up early, it feels uncomfortable. But with repetition, it becomes part of who you are. The same applies to your self-image. If you start saying, I am confident every single morning, even when you don't feel it, your brain will eventually accept it as reality. You will begin to stand taller, speak with more certainty, and take actions that reinforce that confidence. Repetition is not about lying to yourself. It is about conditioning yourself to believe in your own greatness. This is why the most successful people in the world practice affirmations daily. They don't leave their mindset to chance. They deliberately program their thoughts to match their goals. They know that if they want to be unstoppable, they must tell themselves, I am unstoppable every single day until there is no doubt in their mind. If you are serious about changing your life, commit to repeating your affirmations with absolute certainty. Speak them out loud, write them down, feel them deeply. The more you repeat them, the faster your reality will shift because your words create the blueprint for your future. Now, you have a choice to make. You can walk away from this and go back to the same patterns, the same doubts, the same limitations, or you can take control starting right now, just for one day. Commit to the power of I am. Speak it, believe it, and let it guide your actions. Because the truth is, you are already everything you need to be. Success, confidence, love, it's not something you have to chase. It's something you become the moment you decide to declare it. The moment you say, I am unstoppable, you start acting like it. The moment you say, I am worthy, you stop settling for less. And when you say, I am powerful, nothing and no one can hold you back. So try it. For one day, take complete control of your words. Remove every limitation, eliminate every doubt, and replace it with strength, courage, and certainty. Then watch how the world begins to shift around you, because the moment you change how you see yourself, everything else follows. Your future starts now. I am ready. Are you?